So as many of you know, YouTube is a great source for getting information, work on your car. There's a lot of stuff on the KIA Niro and whatever Hyundai uses it, etc., etc. I just want to touch on a couple things. You can take off the snap pins on here and up here, get your air filter, oil, check your oil. Over here, what's funny is the lights, I have the cover off to get to the headlight. You pull the cover off and then you look down inside and, sorry, I don't have a flashlight. You look back there and there'll be this little plastic cap. What it is it's covering a 13 millimeter, like an adjuster. And it seems like they don't want you to be able to adjust your headlight. So you pull the cap off and you can adjust it. Well, what's funny too is that you see this one here, right there, that's a 12 millimeter. That one's to adjust up and down. The cap is missing, or they didn't put one on. So whatever it is, you can adjust your headlights up and down with this, because for me, mine are atrocious. I can't even, it's terrible when you're driving along and your driver's side headlights pointing kind of in the middle of the road. You can't see the lines, and especially if you're making a left turn, it just exacerbates the problem. So anyway, that's up and down. And then I took the cap off because it helps me get to this. That'll help you go left and right. This is, I don't know, it says left, right, but there's nothing down there. You'll get to it here. So the cap goes on. It's got a little O-ring on it. And you rotate it a little bit so you can find the teeth, or kind of like the position. Turn it a little bit. This is tough to do with one hand here. So it just rotates a little bit. So it just locks into place. It doesn't unscrew all the way. So you just pull on it a little bit and then it comes out. Anyway, that's how you change. This is my second bulb, by the way. And this one I think has electrical issues on that side. All right, moving on. This is your actuator for the clutch. So this is an automatic vehicle, but it uses a clutch and more of a manual setup transmission. So this is actuated, I don't know, whatever, hydraulic or electric. Find somebody else if you really want to know. But I put .3 because that's what I had. But if you run, and if you look at the hose as it goes down, a lot of people just say, take this out, dump it, clean it. That's fine. But I follow the hose, and the hose takes it down. And I want to show you, because if you're like me, you kind of want to get as much as you can. So this is the actuator, I believe. It's electric. But if you look here, you see the clamp? That's the hose that goes up to that reservoir. If you pull the clamp off, you can drain that reservoir right into a pan. Pretty easy, I think. So I did that mainly because I don't know when it was done. I bought this car used, and I like to go through everything. And then I have dates and mileage for whatever I've done. Oil filter when you're doing an oil change. And then what I had to figure out, and there's a few other videos on this, is great. This is going to be your drain plug for your transmission. It only takes about 2 quarts. Now, Google and other sources says 1.8, but I put 2 in before it dribbled out. Now this is what I was confused the first time until I found a schematic. So there's 2 bolts here. To me, they look like maybe parts of the transmission that where it's held together. I didn't know. Not until I found a schematic that actually showed this is where the fill is. There's a really good video out there already showing how to fill it, but it didn't quite tell me this is where to go. So I wasn't sure if I was looking at a different year, but this has a little, call it aluminum compression washer, sealing washer. And same with this one. This was a 24. I don't remember what the fill was, but just try and help everybody out, because I like working on my own car. I like watching videos, it helps. And sometimes you need a little bit more details. Thanks, guys. Yep.